Yep. Of recording with the iPhone. But that's what we're going to do. So, as you guys can see, we're mic'd up today. Let's cut on some lights. I'm going to give you guys an hour because I have promised to give y'all mad love. So, I have no idea what we're doing today. And some days it's just like that in the garage. Um, it's generally when you got something you can't figure out and you really don't want to move on beyond that project you're trying to finish. In this case, I'm stuck again with the Continental kit, which getting that front face on it is supposed to be hard. So what I'm doing now is cutting the lights on. So if y'all like, why am I looking at a car for no reason with nobody there? I guess I should have did all the lights and stuff before I went live, but this is a family channel. We all work together. So what projects were we doing? Let's get off of let's get off the deal. Oh yeah. Remember we had these painted up. You can get these put in place. So they go on here. They catch these two and bolt onto there. I guess I can do that now. Hey, what's going on? See, we got somebody jumped on. Glad you're with us. Not that it really matters. I can actually paint this black, but as you can see, this is like the old rusty one. See that? I'd probably like to get a newer screw. And this is one of those screws you got a million of. Nope, not quite as big. I mean, I could put it on there and just put a black dot of paint on it. Did you see that? It's always some silly stuff happen. These are upholstery screws. I don't want to use that. Though they may work. It's really about, does it screw into here? And the answer is no. I'm not gonna make this harder than it needs to be. I'm gonna put this stuff back. I'll just put it on there and put a dot of black paint on it. So I'm gonna give you all, I don't like this iPhone because its zoom is garbage. Everybody says the iPhone is a better phone to do your YouTube page with, but the iPhone is trash. I keep one for business because so many people have iPhones and it's easier for folks to airdrop stuff to you or FaceTime, blah, blah, blah. But I really find them to be unfriendly. And my wife is really not tech savvy loves iPhone. My daughter loves iPhone. It just doesn't, just don't stir the Kool-Aid for me. But this is the problem. Trying to remember how I got this on in the first place. I think we're going to have to lift up on this ring and then work it around getting it in. But that's what's kicking my butt. And then I can work on running the lights and everything and finishing the Chevy sign. I can worry about that. If it looks tawdry, because it looks okay, but on camera, to me, it looks tawdry. So we'll get it all figured out. But like I said, I promised the viewers that was like, man, where you been? I would do, I'd come back on live more frequently. So that's why we're here. So let's see. Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose. I really want y'all to get in there to be able to see this. All right. Looks like we're going. What I did was, this is the old rubber, and I shot it with rubber coating to reinforce it. So makes it look nice too. As long as I've had this car, I've never put this on here. So it doesn't seem to be a difficult task. All right. Hmm. All right. Okay. This is something very difficult to do. I'd really rather have a Phillips head. It makes no sense that it's not a Phillips head on here. So as opposed to frustrating myself every time I need, instead of frustrating myself every time I need to deal with that, which I don't see when I would ever have to deal with that again, I should probably put the right thing on there. So you will end up with a million of these. Don't let it bother you. Little cups and stuff with various size screws. Let's hope this will be what we need. Where's the bottom? Okay. There, see how now I can just, where this is a hex piece, I'm going to need to be able to get a ratchet end in there, a socket over that, or trying to grab it from the side with needle nose, when we can just hit it with that end is chrome, looks better. So that's what we'll do. Okay. All right. I'm not going to make this super tight because I'm going to still need to slide this up and down because I got to get this to affix onto here. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. So I think I'm going to have to twist this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. That looks more right than wrong. Okay. And then I have to find the bolt that screws into this. All right. What bolt screws into that? Uh-oh. I hope y'all could have saw what I was doing. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. All right, we're just trying to see what bolt size we need. I'm gonna put this washer on it just to make it look a little better. Now, for those who don't know, they say, why do they sell these little screwdrivers? If something is hard to screw in, other than if it's too long and you need to get into a short space, these short screwdrivers allow you to have more torque. The longer the screwdriver, the less torque you have. Okay. It's not catching, so we're gonna go ratchet head. Now, I got the right equipment, so don't be lazy and use it. Let me show you what to use when you're doing this. Get your fender pad. This comes from Summit, but it's a pad that goes right here so you don't mess up your paint job while you're working over your fender. Okay. First, we got to tighten up the bottom. Damn. Okay, that means that this isn't the perfect. This ain't the perfect. It means this is too big, or that I need to bend one of these two. And it may mean both. Okay. So we either find a better bolt or bend those or both. Do. Okay. It's too big. It would be easy to tempting to leave it incorrect where it's close enough. But what's going to happen is your eyes are going to keep going back to it. So just don't do it wrong in the first place. We got to take the time to find out exactly which bolt goes in there, which is not fun. Oh, wow, bigger. All right, it's giving some pushback, but it's not twisting the entire thing. Now it looks like it's supposed to. Now, this hose goes here. I need to, been trying to stretch this hose out and drill it out to get it where I can get it on. I don't know if that's a monster I plan on fighting today, but that goes there, and then I got to get the proper size hose to go here. But small victory. Show you guys what we got done. For about 8 years, I've been putting off putting this back on. And I guess I could have done it neater. I'll probably go back and fix it. Because all I got to do is loosen this screw up and straighten up everything. But that's what we got done. So our hoses are pointed as we need them to be. Okay. We still got to clean all of this crap out. And I got to make sure this wire is not touching any of those, because we don't want no burn through or nothing like that. So, oh, this is not good. I may have to take this loose again just to make sure this is going under. I will. There's no other way. Because you don't want your wires resting on anything that gets hot. Yeah. There's no way around it. I'm gonna have to yeah. I'm gonna have to take this back loose and just do it now. Well, since I got that loose, yeah. So, oh, this is a shutoff. Oh, sorry about that. This is a shutoff. So your battery isn't, do you see it? Cut the power on. God, I hate iPhones. Power's on. Shut off. Power on. And watch the blue shut off. That's so your battery doesn't drain. I think for Father's Day or my birthday, my wife bought me a battery. As I went through 2 batteries because I kept forgetting and I didn't use that shut off. And I have another shut off. Same thing. This is going to go in the trunk. Same premise. So we got those hose connections looking good in place how they're supposed to be. Run the hoses from these 2 spots back to there, and that is taken care of as it needs to be. So, sometimes it's just a little at a time. There are days that you just don't feel like messing with a car. I really don't care what Mark Lamont Hill is doing right now. Oh, I hate iPhones. I don't know how to work them. So now I got this big dumb thing about Mark Lamont Hill in the way. All right, whatever. Some days you just don't feel like messing with the cars, especially if you can't do what it is that you're trying to figure out. I'll probably come back later with my son, and we'll try to get this face on. If any of you guys have any input other than keep working with it until it falls into place, because that's pretty much what everybody says. There are no videos on YouTube on how to do it. So I figured out how to do it without scratching it up, but I'm having trouble. Well, I guess I haven't figured it out if I ain't did it. But one thing I did do that was smart. When you pull this latch, this falls forward. And this can scratch this. So I ran the same rubber around the lip of that to stop that. So I think that's a pretty cool deal. And to be honest, I just want to get this on so I can put the license plate and the badge on, to be honest with you. So after we get that on, get the badge on, get these hoses hooked up, which all I really need is like a day that I really feel like doing this and I can get all this stuff done. Then our real challenge is figuring out these lights. And now, to be honest, the lights I'm not frustrated on, I'm thinking about. So sometimes you're just not doing your project because you're thinking. Then I see how a lot of people cars catch on fire because you're doing electrical stuff in theory. And if your theory is wrong or you left something exposed, you can burn your car up. And you can go to any lowrider fails page and you'll see a lot of lowriders catch on fire. But I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. I may come back, but I'm not going to keep you on that. I'm happy we got this done. And, Rome wasn't built in a day. So especially the days you don't feel like doing it, just get something done solid. Be happy for the win. A beautiful car though. Beautiful car. Cannot believe I own it almost. But I am ready to start on the 62. I'll be honest with you. I am more than ready to hit that 62. So make sure you guys hit that alarm button. And give me some suggestions with the Continental kit. I think I'm gonna go back to using the Android phone. I just don't like how little you can zoom. Yeah, this phone is trash.